Evening everyone, how are we doing tonight? Welcome along 1174, hope we're well. So it looks like YouTube is playing up tonight and sticking out last night's thumbnail, which is incredibly useful.
Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
What I can see of it. Love how helpful it can be sometimes. Hopefully everything's going to settle down and start to behave itself. On the stream, I'm not sure about the person who's doing the stream, and he never behaves himself, but we'll see on that one. A little bit stiff, shall we say, 1174. I think you can work out why. Alright, so as we can see in the top corner of the screen, I've got a little job to do first with all these wool pallets. Find ourselves a loader. Get these pallet forks out of this corner somehow. Got the wall moved. I'll show everyone what we got up to after the stream the other night on here. I'll probably go pick them up or not, we shall find out shortly. Okay, we're going to reset them and get them out of that corner. They're going to be annoying. If I can at least get to reset them. That was a bit of luck. Hey RT, how are we doing? I'm not too bad, thanks. Aching in places I forgot it was possible to ache in after today's antics with that polytunnel, but we're getting somewhere. Hey Andrew, I'm good, thanks, how you doing? Just a bit, David. Apart from just putting them hoops on the ground spikes, done everything else for himself up there. It's been quite a busy one. Tomorrow just leaves making the door frames up and getting them on before we have to dig the trench. I like keeping a sort of record of what I've been doing picture wise in that respect. haven't even looked at the instructions too much either, so I've done very well with them. So I looked at the instruction book just to get some measurements out of it. Biggest problem I've had today is with them horrible self-drilling screws. Keep going blunt all the time.
That's a joy, isn't it?
Oh yes. Luckily in my drill box I got a taper drill. Saved me having to come all the way home for a set of drill bits.
That's what we used to do when we were constructing that stuff.
Yeah. Some of them worked alright, but I would say 50% of those self-drilling screws have been a problem today. I wondered who you were in there, David. Don't know if we dare ask how you came up with that nickname. If only wool was worth as much in Seasons 19. If this was 17, we'd have a small fortune in there. See if we can get these pallets to fill up now. Four part pallets there and no full ones. I see. Twitch does come up with some interesting ones. Right, so after the stream the other night where we put the silage clamp in on here, I decided I'd carry on working on that little building yard down there. So we now have a storage building in here for our silage equipment, which had to come out of the game, put on the server, so I couldn't do it whilst we were live. We've got the forage harvester in here we're going to be using. We've got the Mengele, that's going to be going on the MB track. Oh, Pottinger, sorry, not Mengele. So we're putting that on the MB track for this season on here. And filling these two clamps up. Or four clamps. We've yet to see if the other one in the yard empties out properly. As for now, we need to go and find a drill. Milton, I think, is drilling maize now, aren't you, on that other field?
I'm taking care of the cows at the moment.
Cows. I got the other field of canola finished before the stream so we could get through to the next day. Just to speed things up a bit. Got these fields drilled up this way now. Just got to wait for them to germinate and then we'll spray them. So I want to check the tram lines are in the right place then. So by my rec then that leaves us 2 fields of oats to drill and 2 fields of maize to drill. we'll take a look at our tractor fleet at some point and what we're going to do with it. A bit overly tractored now on here. So we can get the oats drilled. That's going to be a big help to us. Got one drill and one slightly small field here to do. I'll go and do field 16, I think. Oh, I'll go do 15 during the stream tonight. Field 15 is going to be a big job. Get that one in. Just need our soil temperatures to rise up a bit and we'll be getting somewhere. It'll be grass silage before you know it on there. I think we're going to have a little chat amongst the admin side of the MP as to getting some more help on here at the moment. True, 1174, very true. And the fact that Milton's allergic to the tram lining. To be fair, the tram lines are easy with this drill.
I'm old school.
I think the biggest problem would be getting two tractors running on the same GPS course. Not tried that one yet. Let's see if there's any contracts about we can just take a look at tonight as well for a change, so we don't spend all of yet another stream drilling. Got to change the sprayers as well, so we might do that tonight. Get rid of the 18s for the 24 metre. So has anybody been watching much of the Class DLC stuff at the moment, or are we all trying to keep it away, or keep away from it till we get our hands on it? best not to start an argument. I don't know if I dare ask who you were watching if you want to start an argument with them. I shall get some content out on it for midweek when I get my hands on it. As for tomorrow, just have make do another John Deere mod review from me, but not a tractor this time. Have they just put the 750 on it, David? The Tucana 580 was specifically designed for sort of 30 foots. It's a big combine, or big little combine. Have you actually got anything much with 30-foot headers on? We got one 30-foot header in the whole game. If that had been a smaller Tucano, I could understand the 25-foot. Exactly, Dave. We're missing sort of combine series, aren't we? Like we had the old axial flow in 17 with the 30-foot header. I like that combine. Yeah, let's hope so. Unfortunately, the combine I'm looking at tomorrow isn't going to come onto console. Now, I'm going to guess that my video is not going to go down very well because of something I say in it, but I'm only repeating what the modder himself has said in this case. Oh joy. Looks like I'll be doing some good reviews this week then, if we got that to look forward to. I do think sometimes the problem is actually the sound recording equipment they use. Doesn't quite seem to catch it right. I hope I've got all these tram lines in the right place now. I've been doing them all. Yeah, some people have a very strange idea what they think things should sound like though. Others just haven't got a clue. They think everything should sound like it's growling at you. Try not to get that stuck in the map boundary. Again. Do I lose another drill off the edge of the map? I'm sure the weeds will be back on her again by the next day in game. There seems to be a little green clump down the bottom there from somewhere already. Hopefully they actually sort their build quality out with the telehandlers in real life. Because the last class one I looked at was built by them, I wouldn't have bought it. Based on the build quality inside the cab. Everything worked okay on it, but it's just how it's laid out and then refined inside after the Kramer ones. They are, David, as you can see, they're in patches on these fields. And no longer just one big weedy lump of field. So these little patches all over everywhere. That sounds about right. You mean the accountants are running the company? 1174. So that'll be the headlands done, then it just leaves the middle to get drilled on here. Hey Austin, how are you doing? You mean they're the Fent of the plant world? Used to be good, but now they're just living off their past name and expensive. I hope there's nothing too serious, Austin. I don't have a clue why. Ah, that I can understand at the moment. Still try to get rid of my one. If only there's dust blowing in real life around this way at the moment. Now it does look like the weather's improving for the next week, so we might actually get somewhere. I'm not surprised. Being the weekend as well. So how long will it take to drill field 15 with this drill? That's the main thing, as long as you've got something to help with it. I've finished my meds now for it. Just hoping the germs aren't regrouping. Yeah, I don't think you'll be far out there, David. Quite a little green patches in the bottom corner will keep floating about. That's the main thing then. If you can still do awesome and be ill at the same time, you're getting somewhere. Not too bad. My day's almost over now. My batteries need recharging. Been a long day. I know it's coming out, Austin, but those that have got at the moment have got early access to it. I have not. I've got to wait till Wednesday. I thought that was Tuesday night, 11 o'clock. Not quite sure what we're going to do with them yet, Austin. I've got some ideas. I think the Dominators may make an appearance on here. We'll see what we do elsewhere. Don't know if excited is the right word, but looking forward to it. I do like my class machinery. Well, it's now 7:45 in the evening here, Austin. So my day is pretty much over and done with. Up on the allotment all day doing some construction jobs up there. I don't think we'll get into trouble for something I've done up there tonight either, but we shall see. I might have attacked the hedge going into the allotment with a pair of pruning shears. Fed up at scraping down the side of my truck. Okay, David. Thank you. Don't think I'll actually have time to do anything video wise with the DLC when it first comes out. Fairly busy week work wise this week. I've got nothing local. One little odd bit on that corner. There's another one done. So that just leaves us field 15 with this drill. And the weeds are grown back already. Yeah, so I think it'll be Tuesday afternoon before I get to record anything DLC wise. Look at your picture there. Hey Nathan, how are we doing? I'm not too bad, thanks. You've been working today again? Oh, one day off then. So this field will eat through the seed. But you're told to have a day off because you got the tractor stuck. Yeah, do that more often then. I say get a day off. That doesn't sound too bad. Get a tractor stuck, get a day off. Been bad for me. I ain't got many tractors stuck over the years. I usually manage to get them out. Okay, Nathan. If you got pictures, that must mean you've done a good job of it. I almost didn't stream tonight, but I thought no, I will do it. Ah, yeah, that's not too hard to do when that's a bit wet, is it? I've had something similar happen when I was hedge cutting, except in that case it was rabbit holes that gave way in the ditch bank. My 2850 went sliding slowly down into the ditch. Hadn't been for the arm sticking out on the hedge cut, I don't quite know what would have happened. Just wonder if it pulled it out being a John Deere. Evening Chris, how are we doing? Well, I'd have thought the 6250 would have got stuck. I mean, they're John Deere's, they sink easily. I'm not too bad, thanks. This field is definitely eating the seed. That's just sod's law, that one. All goes wrong at once. Always happens. That's not so good when it's a repeat offender then. Sometimes get bits like that. Just get a lot of bits like that on my old John Deere. Just because it's changed the previous week, that didn't mean it wouldn't go wrong the next week with that tractor. His headland's done. I think better go and get some seed then. I'll keep you busy then. How long does it usually take to pick that much? Glad to get all these fields drilled. Time to get on with some silage then. Well, that's not too bad then. You realise that it's that quick to pick that sort of quantity of apples with your stuff? All part-time hours then on Sunday. Probably as well we're putting oats on this field because we put wheat on here. I think that'll keep the trailer drivers rather busy during harvest. Yeah, part-timer. You believe that, Milton?
Whoa, that's very late.
I know. These part-timers these days.
Worse than the hours of a council worker.
I know. Probably not as many tea breaks though.
At least we start at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, we'll give you that if you finish at 6:30. So anyone can drink coffee. Horrible stuff. Got through a flask of tea putting that polytunnel up today. Bit of a slow job, is it? You need to do yourself a video how that machine works you're harvesting those apples with. You'll find a few people interested in that.
That's a good idea.
Well, you could get round the field another time on this load of seed. Oh, that's not so good then. Not too dissimilar to spuds then. It's the unloading what takes the time in that respect. He's not exactly painting us a picture he works overly hard, is he, Milton?
Looks like it.
He's been trying to convince us he's been working hard, you know, when he's not been around, and that's not sound like there's a lot of coffee drinking going on there.
I'm probably taking a lot of naps on the tractor cab.
Yeah, I would think so. Sitting there with his feet up on the dashboard, you know. Or sprawled out across the passenger seat in there. Go and fill up with some seed now. Now that's just not good enough, not stopping for lunch. You'd keep that fine physique of yours, Nathan.
He can always eat an apple.
True. Apple a day keep the doctor away, especially if you throw it at him hard enough. But you're certainly not working the right job there then, Nathan. Let me guess, you don't like apples, but you'll drink what's made out of them. It's the trail of a seed up this way, Milton.
On field 2.
So I can't fill this drill up from the yard. It's got to be unfolded to fill this one. The problem is, Joe, we've got to have it unfolded to do this. Oh, another really quiet night here. It's because I'm not one of the privileged few. This thing filled right up. I like that way of thinking, Nathan. I think I've so far watched a sum total of 10 minutes for anything to do with it. That's solely down to who it was, not because they had it though. Yeah, it's a case of 10 minutes in my case before I started to stream last night. It's getting a bit harder now, everyone's started to overlap everyone else time wise. See how far we get this load. Got a feeling that we're not quite going to get to 600 subs this month somehow, which was a optimistic target I had, I think. Oh, welcome back. Ooh, the weeds already grown back on what we drilled there. Let's try and keep on top of them this time on here. Probably easy with tram lines. In theory. Truth is coming out again now. Are you swiping right, Nathan, whilst you're supposed to be working? No, okay. If you're frequenting certain websites, keep yourself amused. To be honest, I got Instagram, but I just don't use it. Can't remember last time I actually posted anything on there. Hey Sim Gaming, I'm good, thanks, how you doing? Keeps you out of trouble. I've actually got nothing recorded at the moment other than tomorrow's video. Yeah, it does, 11 so far. It does look a nice setup, this one. Like that. Never did put duals on the one I had. Just do the ploughing. Never done any cultivations work other than subsoil. It's deemed too big for that. No, it doesn't. This tractor has caught me out before when we were doing Cornbrook stuff. I bought one of these as my tractor on the Cornbrook server and I had to sell it again. So I needed the front PTO. I'm not quite sure why they didn't actually do it. Other than the type of front linkage they put on here. I'm whacking great ram up the middle of it. Sounds good, Nathan? So how much more work have you got with this guy now? No, the in-game one hasn't got front PTO on it. Don't know why they didn't put a twin ram front linkage on this. Certainly the one I had on my 7230 in real life was a twin RAM job. Oh, you're alright then. Good bit of work for you. Keep the bank account topped up. The 7250, whatever that is. Can't remember what horsepower this one is now. Oh, that's even better. Always did prefer weekly pay. Must be nice to be seeing money go in your bank every week. Other than at the end of the month when giants feel like paying you. Hey Martin, I'm good, thanks. How you doing? These weeds have been a bit of a pest at the minute, how quick they're grown back. We really are having a quiet night again tonight on here. Quiet
Very
week.
quiet.
Yeah. A quiet week. Should have done a time-lapse video putting the polytunnel up today. That'd be something different for everyone. I'd had to dub some music over it though, and remove the original audio track. I've got my channel closed down some of that original audio track.
You know what you can do? Live stream the rest of the construction.
Probably not. The amount of times I swore at those self-drilling screws today, that's probably not a good idea. Pretty much anything in there, Martin, is the plan. Try and grow out of seeds and stuff. Try and keep it in sort of veg during the winter with that one. Get some potatoes going in there early, carrots going early, that sort of thing. One of the other chaps up the allotment's making a joke about what else I might be able to grow in there if I heat it enough. The greenhouse is lovely and warm up there, even when it's not warm outside now, so that's somewhere to get. Keep warm up there. No, of course you don't, Martin. Your 5 fingers of fate. Stuff what was growing where I was working on Thursday, shall we say. Gosh, I don't know if many people in there know where I was actually working Thursday, thinking about it. Hey Lee, how are we doing? Let's just say the venue I was at last Thursday is somewhere which has been in the news quite a bit because of what they're growing there. Before anyone asks, no, I can't take any pictures next time I go back there because you're not allowed to. Media blackout on premises. I know, Martin. I don't know if anyone in chat is actually aware of what British Sugar grow at the factory, or one of their factories in Norfolk. It's been pretty well publicised at what's growing in the greenhouses there these days.
I saw something on a documentary about the British Sugar that they had a state-of-the-art greenhouse tomato plant.
Yeah, they've stopped growing tomatoes there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's 18 hectares of greenhouses. They don't grow tomatoes anymore. They deal with the pharmaceutical trade, shall we say.
Ah.
So basically, just under 45 acres of greenhouses they got there, all heated by the sugar beet factory. So it's an area of greenhouse, if you put in terms of real life, which would cover this whole field. I think this field is about 50 acres in game. It used to grow tomatoes, it now grows something for the pharmaceuticals industry, what is fairly new to the country, shall we say, on that scale of production. So it's been in the papers for it, it's been on TV, media all over the world about what's being grown in there. Smells nice. Evening, Niall. How are we doing? Look like the wet weather's flushed him out of his hole again, Milton.
Who is back?
Yeah. I'm not too bad, thanks. Ooh, let's keep you out of mischief then. And the migraine elite, that's the start of wet rot from how wet it's been recently. Just don't get fungal rot, that's what the headache is. I think there's a few yards like that somehow. Yeah, get in the yard with a little cup and scoop it out, did you? Well, that works. Well, that's that. Paired the year over for you then. Oh, how nice for you. Hope you've been vaccinated. And the shots are up to date. Mind you, I'm Cambridgeshire Monday and Tuesday, and Cambridgeshire Wednesday as well, but Peterborough in a different direction. Pretty much the opposite side of Cambridgeshire. And Lincolnshire on Thursday. Boston of all places. Getting about a bit then. Are you still getting itchy feet though? That's the question. Can't say I'm too surprised at that one summarily. Do more harm than good, try to do it when it's that wet. Now it's when it's wet how it is at the moment, I really don't miss that job. Kind of helps cure the itchy feet syndrome when you're not having to deal with these conditions on a daily basis. Oh, lovely. Definitely too wet. I'm digging that out of the machine. Just going to slow the time down a bit. So I'll get this drilled in this day in game. No one could do that if it's still at ×5. I think if we leave it overnight, the field will start to grow, unfortunately. Still a lot of field left here to drill yet on this one. We won't be doing all this tonight. So I'll be going too much longer now. It's been a long day and I need to put my feet up for a little while. Have to remember to save the GPS course for this field. Yeah, getting there thankfully. Still not 100%. Still struggling a bit at times with everything. Getting better. I think I left the house at 10:15 this morning and Got back for the allotment at 4:30 today. Haven't put that metal monstrosity up there. So what did we all think those John Deeres I had to look at today then? If I held on to a bug for that long, I'd be in serious trouble. Unfortunately. So I think it was 6910s that day. A little bit of a disappointment because they looked good to start with. Exactly, David. Until you start looking at those tractors, they look good. They've just missed bits out of them. Like the seat base being missing, the axle being missing, the weird spill valve dust caps in the front weight. Can't say I blame him for that one. If there weren't those bits missing, they'd be the best one, I think. Due to the new textures on them. If the axle was there, if the seat base was there, I think we'd have the best tractor there in the 10 series. Hoping they might drop the next one tomorrow. So I have a feeling I know what the next two are going to be in that series of John Deeres I've been looking at. I know we've got the 6030 premiums to come and we've got the 7030s to come yet in that range. Ah, did your antivirus have another one of its little sessions? No, I haven't, Elite. I don't tend to look at them sort of vehicles too much. If there's a Defender, I'd look at it. And as I said before a lot of you came in here, I know I'm going to get some hate on my video tomorrow from the console side of things again. Got myself a little friend at the moment who dislikes everything what is related to PC mods only. If it's not a video looking at a PC mod, it gets left alone. Oh, that's handy. As I said last night, I'm toying with the idea of doing some PS4 stuff on the channel. I've got the thing sitting here, so may look into that. True. Yeah, there is a there is a big range out there. No, I won't be selling it, Martin. Not surely. Oh, that sounds a fantastic mod for me to download 1174. I think if any mod creators actually follow my channel, if they see that I'm doing a video of one of their stuff, I think, oh no, what's he going to find wrong with it? So if I want to do stream, I'll have to just put a capture card in the PC. So I want to use all my original setup for it. I wouldn't stream straight off the PS4 onto the channel. I want to keep things set up how they are now with doing Twitch as well at the same time. Yeah, I've got the beta one on Marwell. Or Arthur has. You forget just how big this field is until you get into it like this. I've drilled bigger fields in real life. Biggest field on the last farm I worked on was 66 acres. The one before that was 150. That's a horrible field to drill. Wouldn't mind if I was 150 acres in one square, but with 3 woods in the middle of it, one 10-acre bit with bracken bank in the middle of it. I don't know how many corners on it. That was a bit frustrating, especially drilling sugar beet on it, and with a footpath running 45 degrees across it on one side. Some rather steep slopes. Take a look on the website, Martin. You might stand just as much chance on there. Nope, I don't think I'd better go back up that field. Looking at my seed level. Yeah, I used to plough that field with a 6 furrow. That 150 acre one. First time I ploughed it with 7 furrow and the plough snapped in half. It wasn't a good day. We don't have cheaty ploughs in real life. Nothing I could do about it. I literally picked up then the field, went to turn over, and the transport beam snapped in half on it and guillotined all the hydraulic hoses through. just for lunchtime on a Saturday of all times. Took us a couple of hours to strip it out. A few days until that's back together. Go and get my old 6-fire mounted out the nettles. We think that plough had a hard life. Yeah, no problem on that one. All of us on PC will help anyone who wants to make the move. Hey Matthew. Not too bad, 2 days, 2 ploughs. I used to just do that one by myself. There was 2 of us ploughing on there one day. We had a slight mishap. Or near mishap I should say. Mine was a 7-furrow semi-mounted on a Magnum 7230. We had a 5-furrow mounted on an MX150. He got a bit close to me when I was turning on the head and we nearly dropped the plough back down on his rear mud guards. He did say he forgot that swung over to the side when he was coming up beside me. Get to that floating pallet. I'd be a bit cautious of any damaged box PCs. Depending on what sort of damage the boxes have got. I mean, several of the components for this PC were bought from Amazon as warehouse deals, but I just went for the ones which said very good. There's these small marks on the boxes. That one from Aldi's expensive. What I've seen of that. You could build one for less than that. Know what this one costs to build. Right, I think that's actually where I'm going to leave it for tonight now. So I'm going to sort the dog out and, as I say, put my feet up for a little while. So before I forget, we'll just save this. Probably better to build your own then, Elite, in that respect. I bought one off the shelf to start with, and that was a good one. But I was soon modifying it. getting up to the standard I want. Right, so I shall probably be back tomorrow night doing something. But for now, I am going to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.